Hello and welcome to the Tuesday, June 27th news on 18 WJTS, and thank you for tuning in. I'm Joyce Murrell. The National Weather Service has released more detailed information about the severe, widespread storms that ripped through several parts of the area on Sunday afternoon. 3 confirmed tornadoes touched down in DuBois, Martin, Monroe, and Daviess counties. 2 EF1 tornadoes ravaged Daviess and Martin, as well as Monroe County. The Daviess and Martin County twister touched down at 4:24 local time just west of US 231 with peak wind speeds of 100 miles an hour and ended in Crane Naval Area. Monroe County was hit just 6 minutes later at 4:30, and that tornado reached EF1 status west of Rockport Road. It moved east of that location before lifting. An EF2 twister with an estimated peak wind speed of 120 miles an hour started just west of Haw Creek Road in southern Martin County at 4:34 local time. It left damage in its path across the White River along Jackman Hill Road with wind speeds in the F1 range. Wind speeds increased to F2 status in the area of Windham Road before moving southeast along Blue Creek Lane and Simmons Creek Road. By this point, the tornado began to weaken as it moved into DuBois County and lifted just before North 960 East. The F2 tornado claimed the life of one Martin County resident and destroyed 2 homes. During the tornado, damages occurred in the Rutherford and Lost River townships located in the southern area of Martin County. Martin County officials say Windham and Simmons Creek roads are closed at this time for cleanup and that the volume of traffic caused by onlookers is hindering the cleanup efforts. Information about how to donate to local relief efforts is available on the Martin County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. Indiana State Emergency Management and the American Red Cross have offered assistance to aid in the area recovery. Monday morning at 9:30, a 2015 Ford Fusion was traveling north on Newton Street when the driver entered the left turn lane to go west on 47th Street. At that time, a 2021 Jeep Gladiator was traveling north on Newton Street behind the Ford. Due to the 47th Street being closed, the driver of the Ford continued north on Newton Street and attempted to return to the northbound lane. When the driver of the Ford turned into the northbound lane, the front right side of the vehicle hit the back left side of the Jeep. In the accident, the Ford sustained $5,000 in damages and the Jeep received $100 in damages for a total of $5,100 in damages. Neither driver was injured and no charges have been filed at this time. 47th Street in Jasper has been closed due to construction. The closure began Monday and will be on 47th Street between Reinstrasse and 3828 North Portersville Road. Crews will use this closure to install a concrete box culvert. The closure is expected to take about 4 weeks. The ability to read is an important skill for students to have in order to be successful in school and in life. According to the Indiana Department of Education, nearly 1 in 5 Hoosier third graders were not reading at their grade level during the 2021-22 school year. These recent numbers are an increase from pre-COVID pandemic levels when nearly 1 in 8 Hoosier third graders were not reading proficiently during the 2018-19 school year. Here's State Senator Mark Messmer with more information.
Earlier this year, the Indiana General Assembly unanimously approved House Enrolled Act 1558, which aims to improve reading skills among Hoosier youth. House Enrolled Act 1558 will define the science of reading and implement its standards across Indiana. This legislation also provides direct support for Hoosier students who experience the most challenges when learning to read. This new law will require the Indiana State Board of Education and the Department of Education to produce and present a report on the science of reading concepts in the iRead test. House Enrolled Act 1558 will also authorize the Department of Education to develop guidance that will require preparation programs for accredited educators to teach the science of reading. Several statewide education groups, including the Indiana Association of Public School Superintendents, the Indiana State Teachers Association, and the Indiana School Boards Association, voiced their support of this legislation. House Enrolled Act 1558 has been signed by the governor into law and goes into effect on July 1st.
Thank you, Senator Messmer. You can reach Senator Messmer's office directly with questions and concerns by email to senator.messmer@iga.in.gov or by phone at 800-382-9467. Family Roots Nursery is hosting an artisan market. The Rooted Artisan Market Summer Edition, hosted by Family Roots Nursery, will be hosted at their business located at 4781 West 1200 South in Dale on Saturday, July 22nd from 9 until 5 p.m. The market will feature antiques as well as handmade, one-of-a-kind, and unique artisan items and foods. Anyone with items fitting this description who would like to be a vendor can apply for a place in the market by visiting FamilyRootsNursery.net. We'll be right back with a check of the weather, followed by Kurt Gutzel with sports.